The Nintendo Switch 2 has been at the center of countless rumors and leaks, and now we finally have real, game-focused news to talk about. Recently, a major batch of game listings for the Switch 2 surfaced, giving us one of the clearest looks yet at what the launch lineup and early library might look like. For fans excited to dive into Nintendo's next generation, there's a lot to break down, including pricing, physical release details, and a glimpse into how third-party developers are approaching the platform. Let's dig into everything we've learned so far. Nintendo has officially moved toward a variable pricing model for the Switch 2's games. This means not every title will cost the same amount, a noticeable shift compared to previous Nintendo console generations where pricing was much more uniform. Mario Kart World, one of the most anticipated releases, is set at $79.99 for both physical and digital versions, a price that has been public knowledge for some time now. Meanwhile, Donkey Kong Bonanza, another first-party adventure, is priced slightly lower at $69.99, suggesting that Nintendo may be reserving the higher price tier for specific blockbuster franchises like 3D Mario and Zelda titles moving forward. Doug Bowser had previously mentioned that variable pricing would be a strategy moving into this generation, and the current listings reflect that clearly. Third-party publishers are also adopting this approach. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition, for instance, is priced at $69.99, and considering the game's content and performance improvements, that seems quite fair. Notably, the physical edition will include the entire game on a 64 GB cartridge with no additional download required, something that many physical collectors will deeply appreciate. CD Projekt Red's choice to offer a complete on-cartridge experience is refreshing, especially in an era where digital downloads have often replaced full physical releases. However, not all the pricing news is positive. Breath of the Wild's upgraded Switch 2 version is causing some controversy. It's selling for $70, but it does not include any of the original DLC. To enjoy the full experience, players would have to purchase the DLC separately for an additional $20. This bumps the total cost to around $90 for a game that originally launched back in 2017. Many fans feel that Nintendo should have bundled the DLC into this new version, especially given the higher base price. Tears of the Kingdom is also getting a Switch 2 upgrade, priced at $79.99. However, those who have the NSO expansion pack will be able to access the upgrade through a digital pack, allowing some players to avoid repurchasing the entire game. Street Fighter VI is another notable title coming to the Switch 2, and it's priced more traditionally at $59.99. There will be a physical game key card option for Street Fighter VI, but for those wary of game key cards, essentially just cardboard cases with download codes inside, a digital purchase might be the way to go. It's good to see that there is no Nintendo tax inflating prices beyond what's typical on other platforms for this title. Kirby's upcoming title has also been locked in at $79.99. Like with other upgraded releases, the new Kirby game bundles in additional DLC and expanded content from its original release, fitting into Nintendo's emerging $20 content upgrade pricing model. For those who already bought the original version, purchasing a $20 upgrade separately might be a smarter move unless you want the new cartridge edition for collecting purposes. One surprising reveal was the Hitman World of Assassination Signature Edition for Switch 2. Coming in at $59.99, it's actually one of the more reasonably priced third-party entries. Considering the content depth and replay value Hitman offers, this could become a sleeper favorite among launch window titles. Demon X Machina is returning with a premium edition for Switch 2 called the Titanic Scion Edition, priced at $99.99. While the standard version will sell for $70, the limited edition bundles in extras like an art book, soundtrack, keychains, and other collectibles. For hardcore fans of the series, it's a cool option, though the steep price tag might make it a niche purchase. Story of Seasons is also set for a Switch 2 release. The game will be available in a special edition bundle, but importantly, the base version is priced at $59.99. It won't be available exactly at launch, but will land later in August, still comfortably within the Switch 2's early life cycle. Madden NFL 26 is another big third-party release confirmed for the Switch 2's launch day. It's priced at $70, and while it's expected there may be some minor graphical downgrades compared to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X versions, the fact that it will run docked and handheld is a big win for sports fans. Technologies like DLSS should help maintain visual quality even in handheld mode, making Madden a solid pick for players who want console-quality football on the go. Rounding out the list of notable game reveals is Bravely Default, Flying Fairy HD Remastered, which will be available for just $39.99. The lower price point will likely make it an attractive pick for RPG fans and signals that there will be a range of affordability in the Switch 2's game library, not just premium-priced blockbuster titles. There are also digital-only editions and upgrade packs, now listed on storefronts. Although these are generally cheaper, they come with the usual debate among players about the value of owning a digital-only item compared to having a full-boxed edition. Still, the eShop will offer flexibility for those who want to pick and choose upgrades rather than repurchasing entire games. Looking at the overall picture, the Nintendo Switch 2's game launch lineup is shaping up to be far more dynamic than many expected. The mixture of full physical releases, reasonable upgrade paths for existing owners, and a broad price range from $40 to $80 gives players multiple options depending on how they want to build their library. Nintendo's decision to allow variable pricing, while initially concerning for some fans, actually appears to be creating a better marketplace where value and content justify the cost rather than blanket pricing across the board. Of course, questions remain about how third-party games will perform on the Switch 2 hardware, particularly with demanding titles like Cyberpunk 2077 and Madden NFL 26. However, with strong support from big developers and some very attractive physical release strategies, the Switch 2 feels poised to kick off its life cycle with a more robust and appealing lineup than the original Switch ever had. The next few months will tell us even more as players get their hands on these titles and begin reporting on performance, quality, and any lingering issues. For now, though, fans can be excited. Pre-orders are open, the game variety is wide, and the new generation of Nintendo gaming is finally within reach. Whether you're a die-hard collector, a digital-only player, or someone diving back into Nintendo for the first time in years, the Switch 2 looks like it will have something for everyone. At Technology Review, we will continue tracking every new development around the Nintendo Switch 2. Stay tuned for hands-on impressions, game reviews, and deep dives into how this new console generation reshapes portable and docked gaming alike.